All right, what's up, people? I'm gonna get into this today's chest day. I'm gonna have to be watching these clips as I'm talking because it's a long ass workout and I have no idea, can't remember where everything was. So if I'm looking off into the direction, just bear with me. Today's session felt a lot better than the last one. Each one is gonna feel better for the most part, because we're progressing. We're not focusing on a ton of reps in each set, but trying to just get in a lot of work. So what I typically do is, like I said, I start at 135, progress to 225. I'll do a few sets at 225, then I'll go back down to 205. Here's the thing: when the weight's not feeling that good, if you can, so like let's say I'm at 205 and it's feeling okay. It's moving, but it's not feeling great. What I like to do is go up. So I go to 225. I'll do 2 sets of that. Doesn't matter how much I struggle or how good it feels. I'll knock out a couple of sets, 2 or 3 sets, and then I'll go back down to 225. When you go back down, now that weight feels a lot lighter. So, because you was just used to pushing that heavy weight, your body now adjusts. You go back to the 205. That weight's moving a lot faster. So that's what I like to do when I'm moving a weight, but it's not feeling as good as I want it to feel. It's not moving as easy as it should feel. Go up a little bit, struggle with that stronger weight, then go back down. You'll notice a difference. But don't burn yourself out pushing that heavier weight. Just do a few sets and don't over rep. And then, when you go back down, you'll notice the difference. And you'll be like, oh, this is nothing now. Yeah! It just feels good. So it's a little trick that I like to do. One thing that I'm noticing is my left side, for some reason, is weaker. So there's times where I'll notice the bar is a little bit shaky on the left side. And, that kind of, like, I'm confused as to why that's happening. But, it's something that I'm working on. It's a lot of mental stuff that's going on in my head right now when I'm benching, trying to get my form and my technique back together. So it kind of all throws me off. When I'm setting up to do each set, I take a couple of extra seconds to make sure that I'm focused and my mind is where it should be. And, I'm thinking about my technique and my form and all this different stuff. And, that's something I have to do right now while I'm building myself back up. Once I get back into my groove, that stuff is going to be automatic and I'll be locked in. But it's things that I'm conscious of. But for some reason, there's that little imbalance and I'm not sure why. So I'm definitely conscious of that. So it's just those little things that you're overcoming and dealing with while you're getting yourself back on point. But I remember, a lot of people when I first started, and a lot of people when they first start, they have that strength imbalance. And I notice when a lot of people start benching for the first time, they have that issue. So I'm just shocked that I'm dealing with that. So I don't know what that's really about. I did some incline bench press as well as some decline bench press today. The incline wasn't feeling good, so I kind of just played with it a little bit, but I don't know if it's the bench or what it is, but it wasn't feeling good on my shoulders. But I've noticed that over the years and going to different gyms, the different incline benches, I don't know, it's the angle or whatever it is, and this one isn't adjustable. So I just don't like the way it feels. I'm gonna play around with the seat next time. I might have to bring the seat all the way down, but this wasn't feeling right. So I messed around with it and then walked away. Then I did some decline. Decline, I kept it light. I think I did maybe 3 sets of that, just on 135, just trying to, see how it felt. I hadn't done that in a long time. Decline used to be one of my favorite. I used to do each, flat decline and incline on every chest day. And then there was a while where I was doing strictly incline. And I kind of want to get back to that to build up the upper chest, just mostly do incline. Incline. But, for now, I'm just getting, like I said, I'm just getting the rhythm back with all of those things. After all of that, playing around with all that stuff, I went over to the dumbbells. I like to do the dumbbell press. So I did a bunch of these, kept it light, 60 pounds at the most. But you get a very, very good pump and a real good stretch when you do it right. Take your time, control the weight, Keep your chest up, keep your chest contracted. You just get a great pump. It's one of my favorite chest exercises. And it's something I went away from doing for a while, so I'm definitely back to that. But I usually always start and do that at the end of my chest workouts, because I definitely, prefer to bench. And probably, even that, it's probably just the ego of benching and throwing that extra weight on. It just feels good. But even with this, I switched up the different incline positions, and I even did a few decline, which I'm not sure if I recorded, but just it's one of my favorite exercises for chest. So I really burnt out my chest on this day. Got a serious chest pump, throughout all of the exercises. So after all the chest work, I went over and hit shoulders. My favorite shoulder exercise is I do the superset, where I do the overhead press, behind the head press, and then I do the upright rows, and absolutely love that combination. So what I typically do is I'll start light, get a few warm up sets, usually 30 to 40 pounds with the barbell, and then I'll move up each 2 sets. I move up a different weight, and that how much I move up depends on what's available, how I'm feeling. It just depends on different things, but I always progress. This day, I think I only went up to 80 pounds. I went up to 80 pounds, and that was more than enough. It was more than enough. But typically, I'll go even higher. Depends. Usually the barbells, depending on most gyms, they go up to like 110. And when I was really in my groove, I'll go that far. But you got to be careful when you're doing upright rows. If you're not careful, you can injure your shoulders. So, be careful with the upright rows, and you don't always need a ton of weight. So like, there's times where I've done, like 100 pounds on upright rows, but that's not always necessary. Usually I keep that a little bit lighter than, the other, when I'm pressing, I keep the upright rows a little bit lighter. But when I'm really focused, I can get some good weight with that, but it's not always necessary. But I definitely would try this out for, when you're doing shoulders. Try this superset. It's real. It's serious. You get a serious burn. You get a serious pump. So, I'm try it out. I threw in a few sets of curls just for the hell of it. I think this was 80 pounds, just messing around with it. The funny thing is, I've really been neglecting arms throughout, getting back into the flow. I'll hit arms a little bit here and there, but I don't really go all out the way I used to. Not right now, especially because I'm more focused on everything else. So it's funny. I'll sneak in a few sets on most workouts, no matter what the routine is. But I haven't really been going hard with arms yet. But I'm definitely gonna get back to that soon. So I was mixing it up after that. I was doing some ab work, just regular leg lifts. I don't know what you call it, but just regular, just ab work. So I kind of concluded the workout with the ab work. After that, I did about 5 sets of abs, and then after that I did a few tricep exercises. Nothing serious. I didn't even bother to record it. That's just those times where you finish with your workout and you should leave, but you still just want to go. So you're like, all right, I did chest, I did shoulders, I did abs. I want to keep working out, so I'm just gonna do something. So that's what I did. I did a couple of some tricep push downs, a little bit of that, and then I finished the workout with some cardio. I think I did about 15 to 20 minutes. I honestly can't remember, but I think I did about 15 to 20 minutes of cardio in the end. I usually start my workouts with cardio, but last few times I didn't. I'm just saving it for the end because I want to jump right into just hitting the weights and going in. But cardio is still important. I got some pounds to drop off, so cardio is always important. So that was just it. It was a very long workout, very it was a good workout. Very long, a lot of reps, a lot of sets, and it's one of those workouts I know I'm gonna feel it in a day or two. So, all right. So my battery died as I was trying to finish up and wrap up. I don't know where I left off. So, I think I was saying I finished off with cardio, and that's pretty much it. Like I said, I got some pounds to lose. I think I'm gonna jump on the scale and see where I'm at. I've been avoiding the scale just because I didn't want to stress the scale. I know I got to lose weight, and I'm working on that. And I always just try to let my body dictate, the clothes dictate. I try not to worry about numbers, but I think I'm gonna give myself a little bit extra incentive and finally jump on the scale and pay attention to that number and try to knock it off. But I already know I wanted to lose about probably 15 to 20 pounds. So I think maybe next video I'll jump on the scale and see where I'm at. But one thing I also wanted to touch on, what a lot of us do is when we're in the gym especially, we try to cover up the flaws. So like, perfect example, I'm trying to get rid of the stomach, trying to get the stomach a little flatter. What most of us do is we wear baggier clothes, and especially in the gym, and we try to hide that. When you see me in the gym with the wife beater on, that means either, well, I'm not trying to hide it. Actually, I'm trying to highlight, that area to myself. So as I'm working out, I'm constantly looking at it. I'm looking at it when I'm on a treadmill. It's annoying the shit out of me, and I'm like, yo, it gives me that extra incentive to knock it off, as opposed to when you keep hiding it, you're self-conscious and you just, no, me, I want to put it on blast right now to be like, all right, I'm wearing tighter shirts, tighter t-shirts to work out in. I'm wearing tighter shirts to walk around with regular. I'm just, in the gym now, it's the wife beater, no baggy shirts. I'm highlighting it because all this me staring at it and looking at it, it's annoying me. It's making me feel uncomfortable. And all of that, I'm the type of person, instead of withdrawing and saying, oh no, I gotta hide, no, I'm gonna say it's gonna give me that incentive to do better, to knock it off, to cut out the junk food, to do what I gotta do to eliminate it so that I don't have to hide. So that works for me. And I think a lot of other people should try to adopt that philosophy, because I think it makes a difference and it makes you hold yourself a little bit more accountable. So that's what it is. That's what it is for me. And that's where I'm at right now. So that was today's workout. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know. Leave your comments in the comment section. Till next time, stay focused, stay fit. Please hit that like button, show your support, and tune in next time to see what else pops up on the radar. Salute.